This week, April brings sports hope, NFL draft, NBA, NHL playoffs, Mother's Day. Another hot episode, one-star recruits. Let's go.
We're also 1 week away from May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Now is the time to check out the Star Wars MLB collection at our partner Homage.com. Amazing Star Wars themed t-shirts for every MLB team, hoodies, soft tees. You'll be the talk of any Star Wars convention or geek party you go to, DK. Again, the Star Wars MLB collection available at Homage.com. Be sure to click the link in our show notes to help support your favorite podcast, One Star Recruits.
Yo, aloha. Welcome to the One Star Recruits podcast. Checking in 193 and pale ale. I had a good pale ale actually recently, 4 days ago at the Breakside Brewery. I'm not much of a brewery guy, but this place, Rip, has a award-winning soft pretzel. And all the one stars out there know I'm a sucker for a large German-style bar brewery soft pretzel with cheese. Usually they serve it with cheese and like a delicious type of seedy type of mustard for dipping. A good mustard. It's like always a little bit unique, whatever that mustard is, but a quality cheese. And it's just, I mean, I think it's top tier. I think it's top life. There's not a moment when I'm not breaking into that. Even as a 44-year-old man, that is not pure happiness. I could care less about the pale ale. I just got that because I know at the brewery they had fucking giant Bavarian pretzels. God damn. That's how I'm starting this podcast, Rip. Had some technical difficulties. I thought the Suns were going to pull off this win, listeners. We're recording Monday night. We are just deep in the NBA playoff run here. And the run seems to be over for our Phoenix Suns, the Valley of the Spun. The year's going to be over here pretty soon. And not even a chance. But for a moment, I thought there was a chance. And then I got hungry. Now I'm thinking about soft pretzels. Here we are, Rip. It's been 2 weeks, man. What's happening?
We got a lot going on, DK. Computers crashing. It's 9 o'clock at night. Gary from Mesa is irate that he can't watch the Suns get eliminated because he doesn't have Peacock. It's a crazy night, DK. I don't even know where to start.
Gary, you get a free Peacock subscription with your Tesla. It's part of your Tesla package. Just hop in the car. It's on the car. Can watch this sad state of affairs here. I wonder if Booker's ever going to get a chance, Rip. It's not like it's like a Charles Barkley situation against Jordan where it's Jordan stopping him from a championship run. They just can't get the teammates around this dude to make it happen. Maybe LeBron, one more year in Phoenix, possibly. Add some depth next year. There's not even moves to be made. It's still going to be a rebuilding thing. It sucks. Gary, this totally sucks. I thought we were in this game up until the point where Rip's computer crashed for a second time. I had eaten 2 full pieces of focaccia bread and 6 M&Ms when I realized this thing was over. Gary, I feel you, man. God damn. Tough. 14 glorious days, Rip. I missed you, though. These days are long as hell, like they say. Long-ass days, but short weeks. Blink of the eye weeks. I can't even believe this time last week I was doing X. What were you doing? What were you doing last Monday?
You were doing X? Can you shed some light on that a little bit?
Ecstasy is a figure of speech, Rip. I was doing ecstasy, watching Euphoria. Yeah, right. There's not even a second of TV being watched besides sports. I know, Rip, you've already got through Emily in Paris, the entire Rome edition. Nobody wants to hear about it on this podcast for Garrett, for sure. Just trying to get some stories out of you from the last couple of weeks. We know you've been busy around. Here we go. Listeners, just so you know, here's what's coming. I've been coaching some little league, a little bit of little league games, and we took some wins and took some losses, a little bit of drinking some beers, some lawn work, and some running. That's my guess, Rip, your last 2 weeks. Did I nail it?
Pretty accurate. I mean, the more things change, the more they stay the same. It's spring here in Long Beach, and just living life, man. Got out to a live comedy show that'll come up a little bit in 1-star moments of the week. Went on a date night, a little date night. But yeah, computers crashing, dogs pooping on their daily walks, and yeah, living life, man.
I had some dog poop to deal with. I saw on my daily walk a woman. We were side by side. I was walking towards her, and she crossed and walked on the other side. She saw me and crossed, which is totally cool. I'm now the guy because I got a kid strapped to me and two dogs, and I keep them on the stretchy leashes. One stars know about this. I talk about it. So I encourage a lot of people to look at me and they will move. I'm not offended. I used to be offended. Don't you want to see the baby or my cute dogs or like this is like, I'm a comfortable walk buyer. But usually people now see me coming, they get the hell out of the way. She got out of the way. All good, lady. All good. We can totally not see each other upon dog walks. We cannot do butt smells. It's all good. Not mad. But we kept walking. She got into a dog walker's predicament here. This has happened to all of us. This has happened to me. I'm sure this happened to you, Rip. She got her Lopso Opso out into the middle of the four-way stop in the crosswalk. Lopso Opso decides to pull up and do a deuce right in the middle. She was embarrassed. Cars were stopped at all four waiting. And it wasn't just a clean one. It was like a longer, maybe a diarrhea poo. Fuck, this theme is going to tie this entire podcast together. Unfortunately, what a 1-star episode. I already know it's coming. I can feel it right now. This is going to be probably our worst episode ever. You can stop listening right now if you want, listeners. It's going downhill from here. If you like what you heard already, just stop now. It's going downhill from here. Anyway, the Lopso Opso takes a shit, and then the woman proceeds to go backwards and then direct traffic. So she sent two cars to drive right over the shit. And she's like, I just don't want the dog to get hit. So the drivers are trying to avoid the shit. Then a biker comes through really fast and goes through the shit. And she's like, trying to stop him. It was a whole thing. He kind of stopped, kept going. Eventually she got back in there and picked it up. It was a whole thing. And I was just sitting there from my corner stoop thinking, you should have never passed me. You should have smelt butts with my dogs, lady. I'm not saying she deserved that, Rip, because it's happened to a lot of us in the past. I mean, sometimes dogs want to take a shit in the middle of the road. It's a common thing. Happens about 9 to 12 times of a dog owner in a dog's life. How many times has that happened? You've had dogs for 15, 20 years, Rip. How many times have you got a in-street, mid-walk poo?
Definitely less than 5. I mean, I get a little embarrassed when people just watch you pick up the shit. It feels like a pickup shit of shame, like people would just sit there at a stop sign and watch you. It's like, what's going on, man? Just make your turn. I'm just picking up poop. I mean, let me live my life, there's no shame in it.
You're right. I'm not embarrassed by that. That's fine. I feel like, look at me. I'm picking up poop. I'm an awesome citizen of this world. Look at me. I feel good about those moments. When I get stressed out with the poop pickup is when their poo gets done upon somebody's yard who is okay with it but doesn't like it, and it's a poo where you got to maybe do a 2 or 3 pickup thing, and you got to maybe rip a little grass. That's when it starts to get ugly, and you look up like, is it okay? I'm trying to get it, and you kind of look up like it's like very embarrassing. The whole thing is very embarrassing. And then if you have a dick, they'll be like, it's very awkward to decide to pull grass or not. It's the thing. Even when I pull grass when I don't even have eyes on me, I feel awkward about it. I don't want to pull grass, I feel like I'm going to come back to the spot. People are going to know me as the grass pulling guy. Did somebody see me from a window perhaps? And then usually I pull grass and didn't even get my intended target. It's still there. So it's a very risky endeavor, the whole thing of poo. The theory of this podcast, Rip. I think it's going to be this is the poo pod.
Those are always the people with full like $5,000 Ring camera systems that get you from every angle too, and you end up on Nextdoor because your hands are covered in poop, and you had to use their garbage can to throw it into, and they don't want you to use their garbage can even though it's a garbage can, and that's where it goes. It becomes a whole thing. DK.
This is the baseball. There's unwritten rules throughout the whole neighborhood. Everybody knows exactly, Rip. We could keep going. We won't with this, but you guys get it. There's a lot of unwritten rules to the neighborhood walk, especially with dogs. The kids add a whole new wrinkle into the neighborhood walk, what they can and can't do. Can a kid run through the lawn? We'll save it for another day. In the poo theme, DK Jr. is so just in these 2 weeks, Rip, that we have not done a podcast. DK Jr. has tried for the first time ever in the history of his lifespan spinach tortellini, mackerel, coconut shrimp, mango, handful of items. Also, I got full-fledged poos going. I got full man poos coming from a 9-month-old baby now. So we've entered Teethland, can eat all foods, just half or quartered, because he's got the 2 front teeth on the bottom. He's got 3 little chompers working right now, this dude. So I'm in this kind of fun stage now before I'm starting to get into supersized blowout poos of just getting like quality size man foods that just like is from a quality diet. It actually reminds me of like the days that I will actually have a good eating day, maybe do an arugula salad with some good other leafy greens, some other kinds of healthy fibers, have some prune juice or something, and I take a couple just wonderful healthy logs. Clean. I'm in the clean segment right now before we go blowout mode. I think when we start introducing all the other foods, the chicken tendies of the world, because right now this dude's eating good. Straight up eating like an Italian sophisticate, like a prince from Persia. This baby. He's trying it all. So I'm getting just wonderful, clean shits with that have been a godsend, Rip. So the shit, it all continues, man, going through. I'm not looking like shit tonight. I'm actually rocking my Tommy Hilfiger retro sweater. I don't know if you can see the Argyle print, Rip. I got a couple compliments on the street today of this Tommy. Tommy Hilfiger is coming back, by the way. Wreck of the week. Get your Tommy Hilfiger right here. 1-star recruits told you first. Do you remember when you met me, Rip, that I was a Tommy Hilfiger wearer? Do you remember that? 13, 14 years old?
I think you were wearing those little polo shirts with the Hilfiger flag logo.
I rocked it hard. I had the jacket. I had the logo tees, correct. I rocked Helly Hansen. I was a big Helly Hansen wearer. In those times, actually, right prior to my Helly Hansen and Tommy Hilfiger days, Rip, it was kind of like skateboarder chic too. I wasn't in a preppy, douchey way. It was cool. I thought it was cool. But my coolest clothing endeavor ever in the history of my adolescence was Guess jeans. You didn't have the money for Guess jeans, Rip. I already know this. I already know the way that you came up in the hood. You did not have Guess jeans. Your boy, though, Tempe, Arizona, was going to Mervyn's, and I was getting Guess jeans, the jean shorts with the little Guess logo, the nice embroidered upside down triangle, I think, Guess jeans with the question mark. The fire logo. Not even the best thing from Guess, as a matter of fact. The best thing was the striped shirts. If you had the striped shirts that said Guess jeans, and it was kind of a mock turtleneck, the black stripes and the gray stripes were the 2 hot ones. Do you remember those, Rip? Those were the fucking coolest for a hot minute in 1995.
Yeah, never the correct size either. Always a size or 2 larger. So
they were always baggy. A size or 2 larger. Yeah. Fat boys couldn't wear them. They'd be pinching those. You know how the fat people pinch their shirts, to keep a little bit more space in them? Those would never fit right. You did. Did you have Guess jeans? Was I being disrespectful to you? Did you have a pair of Guess jeans and the striped shirt?
No, in fact, I don't even think they sold them at Mervyn's. I was a Mervyn's guy, but that was more of a cross colors, generic brand wear.
Respect. The High Sierra hiking boots, man. Those were on my feet. Chuck Taylor's. British Knights were on my feet from Mervyn's. Speaking of, we talked a little bit about the Suns. So Oklahoma City, Phoenix Suns. It's over in the playoffs. Oklahoma City's moving on. That's cool. What would the item at Mervyn's be for the Oklahoma City Thunder, Rip? What would they be?
Probably just your consistent, I'd say, polo, Ralph Lauren polo shirt.
Respect, I agree. I'd maybe say like a Cheetah brand windbreaker, possibly, something like that. A consistent thing to wear, that's just going to be a little chill. Like a tracksuit seems fast too.
What you're getting with it. You know what you're getting with it. There's no questions. You know exactly what you're getting.
I like that, man. It defined an era too. I think that's what they're doing. I mean, they're just really fucking good. They're gonna have to run into a very hot team to be stopped. OKC. Phoenix, see you later. It wasn't even fun. Minnesota Timberwolves and the Nuggets. It's been a really great series. This has probably been one of the most entertaining series because these teams hate each other. Huge injury with Dante DiVincenzo going down the torn ACL. Terrible injury. Ant's injured. Seems like Denver's got to take these games, but they're not. Rip. It's crazy. This this series got to be those High Sierra hiking boots that I was talking about from Mervin's. It's just a fucking grind fest. So the Nuggets are, what are they up? They're up 2. Are they up 1? What's the situation going on here with the Nuggets?
Looks like after tonight it'll be 3-2 Wolves. Looks like the Nuggets are taking it tonight. They're up 10 right now at Ball Arena. Put that series at 3-2 T-Wolves, going back to Minnesota for Game 6.
Yeah, T-Wolves. You got to be healthy in the postseason too. So that's just going to be tough. Magics and Pistons. Magic. This is the Orlando Magic team that we all thought would be in the regular season. Coach Mosley's maybe he had something up his sleeve. We didn't know about because this Magic team hated each other for 82 games. Now they're kind of putting it together. I'm going to give them for Mervin's item the Bugle Boy cargo pants. Because guess what, bro? I think not only Bugle Boy Rip, it's a hardworking brand, but I think that it's coming back. Cargo shorts are coming back from our childhood. In fact, you probably have worn a pair of cargo shorts in the last 2 weeks. True or false?
Absolutely false. I don't own a pair anymore.
They have lots of pockets, bro. So that's another comparison. Lots of talent on this Orlando Magic team. They're up 3-1, which is a surprise. Detroit was everybody's sleeper pick. I think you had them up there making it to the finals, Rip. Is this series over, 3-1?
The Pistons were my pick, man. So there's no way I'm giving up on them now. They're going back to Detroit, get one back in Orlando, and go to Game 7.
Knicks and Philly, classic matchup. We'll just call these the Levi's 501 because it's just a very classic matchup. It's been also a fun series. It's a lot of people don't watch the early East Coast games, at least out here on the West Coast. But it's been a pretty good series up there. I expect the Knicks to come through. Lakers and Houston Rockets. Last one, Rip. What are we gonna call this Lakers teams? Because they're doing some unexpected shit. What item at Mervin's is this Lakers team?
I guess I'd say the Charlotte Hornets starter jacket from the 90s is like really, really good buy. Really, really famous players, popular people are wearing it. But at some point it's going to be really out of style and look bad. And that's probably coming up in a couple weeks here.
Oh, nice take. Possibly maybe like a Cambridge Classic silk shirt, like the one shirt that you buy for Vegas, but you can only wear it once because they're actually at a stage where it's only a one and then it's done, like LeBron's career. A little flashy just for a minute and then it's done completely, dad style, one and done shirt. Who knows? But also kind of a fun series because fuck the Houston Rockets and Kevin Durant. Just a complete shit show there. Nothing working on the Houston side. They're going to have to blow that thing up. But surprise there. The Lakers doing this without their guy Luka. So good stuff in the NBA. I got to take it to the NFL, Rep. Anything else in the NBA before I take it over to Sad Boys Club?
I think that's all we got.
All right, switching over as a founder and president of the Arizona Cardinals Sad Boys Club. Another year in fear, another year in the desert, another year we're going to trust this process here, Rip. Just keep the tissues handy because it's going to keep being a little bit sad. It's going to be very sad. Draft edition, though, Sad Boys Club. Jeremiah Love, we did it. We did it. Took running back in the top 3. It's the ultimate. I'm not like other girls move by GM Monty Austinfort. You know, it's a luxury pick, or what people are calling it. It's a luxury pick for a team that lives with his parents in a studio apartment. To be honest with you, it's unnecessary. But for the Sad Boys Club president, at least it's another fun toy that we get to watch on Sunday. That will be fun to develop. I really appreciated Jeremiah Love's his demeanor The way he answered questions. Your favorite question, Rip, about money, what he's going to buy the first thing. He said he's not spending any of his NFL money. He's just here to ball. I like the dude. He's just walking into a situation without a lot of blocking. Jeremiah Love, Rip, do you love it?
I absolutely hate it. I feel bad for him. I mean, just starting a career in a bad spot with, like you said, no blocking, no offensive line, no quarterback, no receivers. Just the worst situation you could possibly be in. Like, he could be the best running back in the world, but when you get drafted by Arizona, your career is torpedoed immediately. So, looking forward to seeing where he goes on his second contract, and probably eventually makes the Hall of Fame as possibly a Minnesota Viking or Houston Texan.
A guy named Love, perfect for the Sad Boys Club. We all need love at the Sad Boys Club here. Chase Bissonis. How do I say that last name, Rip? You knew that was going to get me. Bissonis? Bissonis?
I think you're closer with Basanis.
Who cares? He's a big old offensive guard. We'll never really know his name or say, but he will be hopefully important in the stream of things, scream of things, whatever. I'm sad. My words are getting jumbled for our guy Jeremiah Love. Open some holes for him to run through. We picked up the running back from the Falcons too, Rip. What's his name? I've always liked him.
Tyler Algier. Yeah, we have 5 running backs, probably more running backs than offensive linemen at this point.
Yeah, that roster's going to be tight. I like Algiers, though. Let Algiers cook a little bit. Connor's going to become like that third down back and guy out of backfield, possibly, because I'm worried about his bod. This is the one I want to get to that Sad Boys Club had circled. Carson Beck. Just a chaotic rebound pick. I don't know, Rip. The internet's think, is this a Matt Leinart? Is this a Kurt Warner? Is this a Josh Rosen? Is this a unknown that we haven't even seen before? This guy has the vibes and the attitude and the demeanor of just somebody I don't want to hang out with. This is the guy I run into at the club and I just don't want to be around at all, man. I just do not want to. This dude just has bad vibes to me. Sad Boys Club, though, he could be a member. He carries himself as a sad boy. He looks sad. He looks perpetually sad. Carson Beck, there's a real chance in this quarterback room he could play. The history of the two guys in front of him, Gardner Minshew and Jacoby Brissett, both get hurt and stink. So Carson Beck, thumbs up or thumbs down?
They probably picked him around too early, but I'm all for trying to find a quarterback of the future. It's not Brissett, it's not Minshew. Midway point of the season, they'll probably be 2-6, 2-7. So why not throw him in there for the rest of the season and see what he's got? Even behind, like we said, no offensive line, no offense, period. I mean, it's another 5-12 season, 6-11 at best, probably 4-13. DK, it's just year after year, it's the same damn thing.
It's not exciting. It wasn't that exciting of a draft. A lot of offensive linemen winning this draft early. Just not too many huge names. We've heard everything from the Cardinals getting A's to D pluses. Either you love the Jeremiah Love selection or you hate it. At least we're going to have somebody else fun to watch on the offensive side of the ball if he can get loose. Cardinals, Godspeed. The Mike LaFleur revolution. It's here. Sad Boys Club, where all membership is open. I'm going to open back Sad Boys Club starting in week 1. Actually, I'm going to open it early, Rip. I'm going to open Sad Boys Club for a special preseason game, Hall of Fame game, August 6th. The Hall of Fame game always sneaks up on you. It's a glorious day because it's the beginning of the beginning. Cardinals playing the Carolina Panthers, though. Why is this a Sad Boys Club game, Rip? Do you know?
Because it's going to cost you $5,000 to get to Canton and get to the game.
Come on, you got to know better, man. For club members, this is the enshrinement of Larry Fitzgerald, class of 2026.
Yeah, obviously. Oh,
well,
you're saying
a little nostalgia for you, Rip. Okay, we're going.
That's
through
why the Cardinals are in the game
season. Okay, I'm just mentioning Larry Fitzgerald for you, and sad at that game. So there will be some Sad Boys clubs in attendance, possibly DK. Stay tuned. In a Fitzgerald jersey.
The one star seriously considered going out until we realized it was $5,000 a pop to get into that thing. Can we get a press pass?
We're working on a couple angles right now. It's the summertime. I got a travel bug hit. I'm hit with a travel bug. I've been bitten. I've been bitten on my bootay with a travel bug. Canton, Ohio. Why not? Get my Fitz jersey on. Break that thing out of the closet, crusty old closet. Actually, just kidding. That thing is burned down in the grounds of Lahaina. It is in the ground of Lahaina. Like Makai Lemon. Bonus NFL talk, Rip. Quick ones with you. Just some other quick hitters. Speaking of Makai, did Dallas pull up a heist, Rip? Did Dallas trick the Eagles into getting Lemon so they could go get the guy they wanted from Ohio State and create this super defense down there, the Big D? What happened there? Who outsmarted who?
I honestly can't really follow the full story. All I know is that every time I see an interview with this Makai Lemon guy, he seems borderline. I don't. What's the proper word these days? Special needs. Like I don't know how he's gonna figure out an NFL offense. It's really bad, DK.
He's a
Have
beast.
you seen an interview with this guy?
All you got to do is find open space on the field. He's gonna be good. Stay tuned, Makai Lemon. Fuck all the haters out there, man. Fernando Mendoza went number 1. We got Omar Cooper Jr. going in the first round too. So Rip, is Indiana just Linsanity one and done? Or do you think we're going to see the Hoosiers run it back next year? I think I asked you this before, but now seeing this happen, you think Indiana can keep it going, or it's just going to be a complete one and done situation there?
They're going to keep it going. The players don't even matter. Kurt Cignetti is probably the best coach that's ever lived at this point. Is
that the new NFL factory? Bloomington?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the transfer portal, they got guys coming in, 5 stars from everywhere, from all angles. They're back in the playoff for sure next year.
Sleeper. A lot of people saying that one of their favorite sleeper pickups nobody's talking about is Garrett Nussmeier from LSU, going to the exact right place for him. 249, which was heartbreak for Nussmeier, used to the LSU lifestyle, going to the Kansas City Chiefs. Right behind Mahomes, in a situation where he can learn from the best and maybe step up in this Tom Brady role. Good landing spot for Nussmeier, or nobody gives a shit?
I don't think anyone gives it. They're getting a new stadium in Kansas, I believe, but we got some more time. But don't give up on Patrick Mahomes yet. That guy will probably take every snap for the next 8 years.
It's nice to learn behind that dude. It's a nice backup job right there. If I'm getting drafted, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to talk about the Jets. Just know that they're on Archie Manning watch for next year. Everybody is. Arch Manning's coming. He's the real deal. But this guy, Kenyon Sadiq from Idaho, here in Oregon in the Pacific Northwest, also the real deal. Keep an eye on him. All right, NFL talk. There was a stupid story, Rip. Let me just say this. I'll say this quick story. You tell me if you think this is true or false. You ready?
Yep.
So our guy, Giants place kicker, Younghoe Koo, he's been a main point on my fantasy football teams for years. He's been my guy. He's lost a lot of big games for me, but big 1-star guy, big 1-star human. He had a 1-star moment. He botched a field goal attempt against New England Patriots last year. Everybody remembers it. It was the worst ever. This guy, Mark Toothaker of Lexington, Kentucky, says he believes Koo saved his life. He says that whiff from Koo made him laugh so hard that he had a seizure. He said he never felt anything in his life. He got electrocuted. He was rushed from his home to the hospital and got a CT scan. On that scan, they found a tennis-sized tumor on the side of his brain. The tumor was successfully removed. No long-term damage. Koo saved his life. This guy just came out to the media this week and said, Koo saved my life. If that would have never happened, I would never laugh that hard and never had the seizure, and they would have never found that thing, and I would have died. Rip, come on, man. Could you believe that? Come on.
It's pretty amazing.
Is that AI? Did I get got?
It sounds legit to me. Makes me want to draft him in fantasy next year.
That's the thing. Everything happens for a reason. That was the worst kick attempt in the history of sports. Definitely football. I don't know if there might be some worse in soccer and international football. There could be some worse. I don't know, come to memory. But the way he missed that thing and chunked it is looked like Rip hitting his pitching wedge. Never been done before, but he saved this guy Toothaker's life. Get him on the 1-stars. Winston, pull up Toothaker. See if we can get him on the show. Confirm or deny this thing. 1-star moments of the week. We all have them. We talk about them on this show. Rip, what do you got?
1-star moment of the week, DK. As I mentioned, last 2 weeks we've been living life. We've been out there. We've been coaching Little League. Also had time for a date night with my wife. We decided to go to the Laugh Factory of Long Beach, famous comedy club, the Laugh Factory. There's a Long Beach branch, believe it or not. Lots of 1-star comedians showing up there on Fridays and Saturday nights. And sure enough, we go in, buy some tickets. After dinner, we go in, buy some tickets. They seat you. The bartenders seat you. It's still, believe it or not, DK, it's still a 2-drink minimum. You go in there. They try to get you drinking, get you laughing a little more. So they seat you. They seat us in the front row of this comedy club. Absolute front row, 4 feet away from the comedians, probably to get us in for some good old-fashioned heckling, making fun of us, 40s couple out on a date night. Probably the only there's a crowd of about, I'd say, 50 people. Not good times for comedy right now in Long Beach, to be honest. 50 people on a Friday night. We're in the front row. Out of those 50 people, I'd say between 6 and 8 of us are white people. Everyone else, Hispanic, Asian, Black, whatever you have. Very diverse crowd, as you'd expect in a city like Long Beach. So anyway, right away they sit us in the front row. I'm thinking, here it comes. We're 2 of the 8 white people here. Something's gonna happen. First comedian comes on. They mix it up with the crowd a little bit. They look at the guy's pointing right to me. I feel like I'm in the front row. He's pointing to me. He goes, "What's your name?" And I shout out, I go, "Richie." And the guy behind me at the exact same moment, he goes, "Paul." So Richie, Paul, like overlapping. I look back. It's one of the other white guys. And sure enough, it just goes into a 2 or 3 minute rant about how, he was pointing at the other guy, but I answered. We answered at the same time. A little awkward. Just made fun of me. Made fun of me the rest of the set for it, DK. So I got heckled a little bit at a comedy show. It was my 1-star moment of the week, but fortunately, I got kind of the least of it. The guy Paul behind me got completely lambasted, just talking about his sex life and how he's a virgin and everything else. So luckily, I got the better part of that. But I did get heckled at a comedy show for speaking up at the same time as a nerdy white guy behind me. So a little embarrassing, but luckily, Paul got the worst of it.
Who were the comedians? Local or traveling comedians?
Oh yeah, Oso Ighodaro, Colin Gillespie, I believe, was one of them. Some real 1-stars, DK.
Colin Gillespie, yeah,
some real 1-stars
to the Long Beach Improv. Quick transfer on over, dude. It's I have a feeling that you were giving off pick me energy. And I think you probably knew he was not talking to you, and you just were shouting out. You were ready to mix it up, Rip. I know you've always wanted to do a little bit of comedy, shake it up a little bit.
It was good to get out there. Yeah, it was good to get out there. I had a couple Coronas. I was driving, so didn't have anything too crazy. But I did tell my wife. I said, "Hey," I said, after I retire from managing Little League, I said I might get on the circuit here. Give me a little experience making fun of people and telling some jokes. So you never know.
1-star moment. Back to poo talk. Was there any poo involved?
No,
afterwards.
The person behind me, the person behind me got made fun of for eating the quesadilla and French fries from the Laugh Factory kitchen. She ran to the bathroom like 3 times during the show and got called out for having stomach problems. And he said, "Of course, you're eating the quesadilla and fries from the Laugh Factory. What do you expect?"
Oh, man, yeah. Well, poo talk. I went 4 months. So I went 4 months here in my new place without my elderly dog doing diarrhea in my house. When we first moved to this new townhouse, there was a bit of just moving to a new place and shaking it up. And if you remember, and I came down to a diarrhea. Well, dude, I made it 4 months. DK Jr.'s almost made it to 9 months of life. So he's had 2 diarrhea encounters. Came down 4:30 a.m. to get a bottle for the baby. And it hit me like a fucking ton of bricks. That smell, Rip, you know exactly the smell. It's that, in my case, it's the wiener dog chihuahua mix of diarrhea. Just fucking hits me like a like wind coming off the river. Like you just know. It's just like it's like you've lost your wallet. Your whole soul drops. It's just like You're like, where is it? And for a second, you're like, hopefully you just hope for a good landing place because you don't know what you're walking into. It's that's what it is. It's a soul sucking feeling of losing your wallet, having no control, and just hoping for the best. So I found it. She left me a her normal, a complete diarrhea full circle, looking like it kind of looked like the Talaki Paki Native American flute player. You know what I'm talking about, Rip, the dancer up in Sedona and the Red Rocks. Like it looked like she left me like a damn fucking poo splatter art painting, but it was all over DK Jr.'s play mat, and luckily some small dribble onto the hardwood. So a couple mistakes were made by me. For my first mistake was I grabbed a poo bag and picked up all 5 pieces with one poo bag. As you can imagine, that just smears each pickup more on. So the as I moved around the circle, each part got bigger. It was a disaster. If you want to do that way in the future, 1 stars, just you need a new bag for each pickup. Otherwise, it's gonna smear. So that was just terrible. 4:30 in the morning, bro. I did fucking full carpet clean. By the time I was fully done, it was 5:45, 6 a.m. So I just stayed up for the day. Started my day at 4 this morning. It's been literally the shittiest day. Here I am, still up and popping. But I got Kimmy said a good thing. I was like, I got to get a fence and do all this. I was thinking about all these precautions or all these fucking things I could put into place. You just have an old dog. This is what happens. Sometimes old dog shit, it just is what it is. 1 star moment. I'm not pissed. I'm not disappointed. I just wish it didn't go on the fucking playmat. That's it for the future. If anybody's hearing in the poo lords of above are listening to me on this wonderful night, have thy honest chewini pooeth anywhere in thou house that is not on fucking carpet. Thank you in advance. 1 star wreck of the week. You got anything on poo, Rip? You got a poo for us? You want to mix it up?
No, I'm just going with what I've been doing for the last 45 minutes, DK. It's a nice pairing here. All our listeners in Napa Valley. I got the 19 Crimes red blend from Snoop Dogg and the 19 Crimes label, and I paired it with Trader Joe's dark chocolate covered almonds, a little package for $129. Crunchy California almonds drenched in our special blend of rich dark chocolate. There's like 20 of them in the package. DK, my computer crashed. A computer I've had for 20 years, but I don't give a shit because I'm happy. I got my dark chocolate covered almonds and my 19 Crimes red blends. That's the wreck of the week right there. Pair it with the goddamn steak rare from Outback in Laughlin. You'll be the happiest person.
Pair it with the status of this podcast in our lives. What a stretch both of us are doing for our wrecks of the week. It's funny when you have to really stretch for the wrecks of the week. I remember when I recommended a head massager recently, Rip. This one's just as bad, 1 stars. Wreck of the week. I'm back on my air fryer and my Fat Boy. So I got a Fat Boy and a Healthy for the air fryer. Just a friendly reminder for everybody out there. Fat Boy. And I've tried this now with like 11 pizza places since I've moved here. So I've got a lot of in-market tests have gone on. The deal with pizza slices, you only have one reheat of a pizza slice from a slice shop. You can't do more than one. If you reheat a pizza twice, everybody knows it's the only way to ruin it. It's the only thing that ruins a pizza. The only single one thing to do is to reheat it more than once. You have one quality reheat. So when they ask you if you want to heat up your slice at the slice shop and you're going to eat it later at home, the answer is no if you have the air fryer. Air fryer, 3 minutes, 400, fucking way better than eating a soggy pizza slice or trying to do a reheat. So just a friendly reminder, slices amazing in the air fryer. If you're not already doing that, you're probably already doing that. This is maybe for fifth graders or people with disabilities who don't know already that that's the way to do it. One single reheat pizza. And then on the healthy tip, this is more for DK Jr. Rip, but this is for you too. You want a quick, easy snack? Fucking punch 3 holes with a fork and a sweet potato, put them in the air fryer, 20 minutes, 400. Cut those things up with a little bit of butter. Unbelievably healthy and delicious fucking snack. Air fryer heaven right there. 2 things for you. 1 healthy, 1 unhealthy. I bet you at least 2 1-stars out there will incorporate these things into their life next week because I reminded them. You're welcome.
Looking at you, Paul, in Burlingame. This is what you've been waiting for the last 2 weeks.
Switch it up, Paul. Get that sweet potato in there. A little bit of butter and cinnamon. It's fucking healthy, man. And it gets you good deuces. We'll keep talking about poos. Rips Reacts. Hit the music. I just pulled five questions for thinkers, Rip. I didn't have the energy. I was up since 4:30 a.m. to go through wonderful, specific Rips React questions. So these have been asked to philosophers throughout the ages. Okay, just give us your best reaction here. Do you think there are more wheels or doors in the entire world?
I'd say doors for sure. Actually, you know what? No. I'm changing my answer. It's wheels because there's 4 wheels on every car and there's 2 wheels on every bike. There's so many bikes in China, DK. You ever been there? It's wheels, 100%.
It's a question over beers, dude. There's no correct answer. The only answer is fucking complete madness and craziness. I've heard people start talking about Legos and fucking skyscrapers for doors and then grocery cart wheels. And like Rip said, fucking, it gets crazy if you start digging into it. But what do you say? Rip says wheels. Final answer.
I mean, I'm looking at my garage. I'm in my garage doing this podcast. I got at least 15 wheels in here in my house. There's 7, 8 doors. I mean, it's not even close. It's wheels.
It's a question for the ages. That's there you go. Discuss amongst yourselves. Is it okay to wear outside clothes? So outside clothes meaning hoodies, sweatpants, jeans, jackets on top of bed covers, or is that a crime?
I've been doing it the last couple of weeks. We have a cold spell here in Long Beach. It's been cold, man. The way to save money by not turning on the heater is to dress warm at night. You wear hoodies, you wear sweaters, whatever you got to do to save money, man. I'm in.
Same clothes that are worn to school are allowed to hop in your main bed at the house.
I don't go to school, you maniac. I'm 40. I'm a man.
You're kids. You let them in the house, or you go manage a team, then hop on your bed in your same jeans. You were managing the team.
No, I give them 5 blankets if necessary. I'll give them 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 blankets.
Rip, the question is, do you wear your outside clothes on top of your bed covers? That's the question.
I do. My kids cannot. They're filthy.
I think your wife does not like you doing that either, bro. I don't think you're confused on that fucking one. What is a food, Rip, that's university love that you think is actually garbage?
I'm going to say anything from Taco Bell. Hot take, DK. Anything from Taco
you're
Bell. You're immediately in the bathroom.
You've eaten Taco Bell for years. You gotta. Come on? Nutella, bacon, avocado, banana. You can't say anything at Taco Bell. You ate Taco Bell. You've eaten every item.
Yeah, and every time I end up in the bathroom. Go back 2 weeks, DK. My first chicken quesadilla in 15 years. Immediately to the bathroom. It's garbage. I can't do it anymore. I'm done. Rafters, all of Taco Bell forever. The entire restaurant.
If you say it on the podcast, you have to fucking hold yourself true to it. I wanted to buy Cheez-Its at least 3 times at Target. My last 3 trips to Target, Rip. But I made a commitment on this podcast. Are you putting Taco Bell in the rafters?
Yes.
Holy shit. You just disappointed a lot of people. Tyson in Tucson, I'm talking to you, big dog. He just tore your heart out like fucking Mortal Kombat. Game over. Last question. You're stranded on a desert island and you can only have 1 luxury item, but it can't be used for survival or communication. What are you bringing?
How about a TV, man, with a satellite?
Yeah.
YouTube TV? I'll take it. YouTube TV.
I like that. I think
I
I'm
won't
bringing
communicate with anyone, but I'll have hours and hours of entertainment.
I mean, amazing. I think I'm probably bringing an espresso machine. That's what we're doing. I'm making fucking lattes if I'm going to sit out there and just fucking chill. So some people would say books, Rip, or the Bible, or pictures of their family. A book of their family members. Not me. Rip's getting a fucking quesarito and 3 bean burritos, 2 nachos, a cinnamon twist, a Baja Fresh, and a Mexican pizza. We'll see you next week.
Rafters. See you next week.